Hi, I'm Carol from the Greenery Gift and Home Garden Center, and we wanted to talk to you about some herbs today. We're so excited to have beautiful herbs. Ours are all organic, and they're absolutely wonderful. First, I want to start with a chef's choice. It's a Southern Living variety, and supposedly it's desired by chefs all around the world. So it's very luscious and it smells divine. This is one of my favorite varieties. This one is, I can never say it, Gorizia, but it's nice if you're a griller because the stems are really large and you can cut them and use them for shish kebab. So that's really fun. But we have several kinds of rosemary for you rosemary connoisseurs, from little 4-inch to 3-gallon. Sage is another really popular herb, and there's lots of you who do sage and brown butter with your pasta. This would be your friend. These are also edible and quite delicious. This is one of the variegated, and this is the purple. Now, sage is a little more challenging to grow here. It likes to be well drained, and I find that it does better in like eastern exposure or half-day sun than it does in full sun. Now, another plant that's similar to sage in texture is lavender. And lavender can be very challenging to do here. There's some new varieties that are really good. This one is called Grosso, and it's a silver lavender, but it was growing out at the bamboo farm, and it did really, really good. So I would encourage you, if you're looking for something to try, these are really nice. And again, I would do it in a half day of sun, morning exposure, and preferably filtered afternoon. Now everybody's looking for basil, and this is a mildew resistant basil, really yummy, nice, Italian, full of aroma and flavor, luscious. So all you need is a sliced tomato and some buffalo mozzarella, and you're set to go. A little Parmesan cheese. Okay, mint. You can't go wrong with mint. We have a couple different varieties. Great for teas, great for cocktails, just wonderful to crush and smell. Very soothing. It's wonderful, and we have more coming. Okay, for those of you who like to cook, we have Marjoram and Oregano, and they're just lovely. Especially if you like Italian or Greek cooking, they're the way to go. Now, chives. We have chives. We have regular chives, and then we have garlic chives. Excellent for cooking, for salads. They're nice chopped up in baked potatoes. You can use them for dressings. Luscious. Okay, how many of you are butterfly gardeners? Butterfly gardeners know that you need host plants. Host plants are what the caterpillars eat, I know. But fennel is just absolutely one of the best plants. This is a bronze fennel. It's fabulous for a perennial border, and oh, it's so beautiful and smells so yummy. We also have some dill, and I don't know, oh, here it is. Dill is another wonderful plant to use for pollinators, but it's great for cooking. Think about how your salmon tastes with the dill sauce. Ooh, yummy. It's good in dressings. It's great in salad. So you need to get your dill in now. Now, dill is not a good perennial. Fennels are. And parsley are biennials. And this is a curly parsley. If you like to cook or you like to dress up your plate, curly parsley is the way to go. We also have Italian parsley. Wonderful. If you like tabbouleh, or you make falafels, or you serve spaghetti, you need parsley. And if you're a butterfly person, excellent for those butterflies. You need something for those caterpillars to eat. Parsley is their favorite. And dill we talked about. Thyme is one of my all-time favorites. Thyme is a little challenging to grow. I do much better with it in a pot than I do in the ground, and much better in a morning exposure, where it gets like an eastern exposure, so it has good bright sunlight, but by midday it gets a lot of light but not a lot of direct sun. We have several different kinds, and these are beautiful aesthetically as well as tasty. So they'd be good in a container garden as a spiller. These are really beautiful. And then down below, we have some, it's called Mexican mint. And it's used as a tarragon substitute. The foliage is very wonderful, licorice smell. And then the flowers are also good as a pollinator attractor. It's a perennial for us. It's to be nice and large and full. And it's just a divine plant. Now beside it, everybody wants plants that are good to detract mosquitoes. And so I pulled some lemon-scented plants, which are excellent for the garden, but also when the wind blows, they give off their lemon or their citrus oils, and they help to prevent mosquitoes from coming and visiting you. So the first one is called lemon cypress. Now when it grows up, it will be a large shrub, but you can keep it pruned back and use it for cutting, use it for arrangements. The aroma is wonderful. Right beside it is the lemongrass. And lemongrass is a wonderful perennial. It will take full sun, it'll do in half sun. It gets to be about 3.5 by 3.5. And for cooking, culinary purposes, you use the bottom of the stem, but when the wind blows, the oils are released and you have this wonderful aroma of lemon. And then we have a cross. It's a lemon-scented geranium, and it's absolutely delightful. The aroma from the oils released is just magical. Now, it's not used for any culinary purposes. It's just fragrant and beautiful. And then we have a bay plant. Now, bays are absolutely divine. They're kin to our native red bay. You use them for culinary purposes. Everybody uses them when they make soup or sauces. They're terrific. Cook a roast. You just pinch a leaf off and off you go. And then the last one is the patchouli. For those of you who wear oils or use the candles to scent your house, that fragrance comes from the oil from this plant. It's a wonderful container plant. It does need protection in the winter. I appreciate you coming and looking at herbs. And if you're like me and you need some protection from the sun, we have some Tula hats. And they're wonderful. They protect you. They give you a 50% UPF, and they're really well made, and they're one of the fair trade hats. So we really are happy to have them. They hold up well, and they are just really attractive as well. So come and visit us at the Greenery. We have all kinds of good local and organic plants for you, and we'd love to see you. Come on down.